students, welcome to Tutors. This is the 7th part of my lecture on the class 10th chapter, light reflection and refraction. So in the last class I have just introduced the term refractive index by stating the second law of refraction. So what is the second law of refraction? The second law of refraction states that the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction will be a constant denoted as mu or n. Now let us take it as n, and this n is known as the refractive index. So refractive index measures the extent of change in the direction of the light when it propagates from one medium to another. That extent is measured in terms of the refractive index. So let us now suppose that a ray of light is propagating from medium 1 to medium 2. This be the normal, and after refraction has taken place, this is the angle of incidence and this is the angle of refraction. So let us consider the medium 1 whose refractive index is n1, and let the refractive index of medium 2 be n2. Now, according to this law, sin I by sin r equal to n. Here, the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 denoted as n21 is equal to sin I divided by sin r. That is the law of refraction. That means the refractive index of medium 2 n2 with respect to the refractive index of medium 1 n1 n21. Refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 is equal to sine of angle of incidence divided by sine of angle of refraction. It may be appearing to you that sine 1 2 also will be equal to sin I by sin r. It is wrong. Sine 1 2 means the refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2. Sine 1 2 is not equal to sine 2 1. It is equal to 1 by n21. n12 is not equal to n21. It is equal to 1 by n21. Which is equal to 1 by n21 means reciprocal of this. Sin r divided by sin I. This is the refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2. Now how can we write sin n21? n21 means nothing but n2 divided by n1. This is the reason why n12 is equal to n1 by n2, which is equal to 1 by n21. This is how the notation has come. n21 means refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1. When we talk about n21, refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, n21 is equal to sine of this angle. Should come in the numerator. And when we talk about the refractive index of medium 1 with respect to medium 2, the sine of this angle should come in the numerator. This is how the equation is expressed. Now, this way of representing the refractive index, that is refractive index of one medium with respect to another, relative to another medium, is known as relative refractive index. Relative refractive index. Expressing the refractive index of one medium with respect to another medium is known as relative refractive index. Now suppose this is a medium 2, and now medium 1 be vacuum or air. If medium 1 is vacuum or air, then how can we represent the refractive index of medium 2? The refractive index of medium 2 is written with respect to medium 1. Here medium 1 is vacuum or air. Refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1 is equal to refractive index of medium 2 divided by refractive index of medium 1, which is equal to, what is the refractive index of medium 1? It is important to note that the refractive index of air or vacuum is equal to 1. For air, we can say it is equal to, refractive index of air is equal to 1.0003. This approximately we can take as equal to 1. So, the refractive index of this medium is equal to 1. That means n1 is equal to 1. n21 is equal to n2 divided by 1, which is equal to n2. And this refractive index, where the refractive index of a medium is expressed with respect to vacuum or air, is known as absolute refractive index. Absolute refractive index. Or simply we can call this absolute refractive index as refractive index itself. Refractive index, simply if you are saying it is absolute refractive index of that medium with respect to vacuum or air. And one of important property to note is refractive index has no unit. It can be a 1 mark question. What is the unit of refractive index? Refractive index does not have any unit. Sin I by sin R. There is no unit. And refractive index means absolute refractive index. Refractive index of one medium with respect to another. Therefore, there is no unit for refractive index. Now, let us learn an equation that connects the refractive index with the speed of light. How to relate the refractive index with the speed of light. So, before that, let us discuss one knot. The refractive index is minimum. Refractive index is minimum for air or vacuum. Vacuum it is 1, air it is 1.0003. Approximately we can take it as 1 itself. And the refractive index is maximum for diamond, which is equal to 2.42. This is the value of refractive index in the case of diamond. And the refractive index can be connected to the speed of light. Actually, when the refractive index increases, the speed of light decreases in the medium. The speed of light will be maximum in air or vacuum, which is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. But when we take diamond into consideration, the speed of light will be the slowest in the diamond, in case of diamond, because it has the maximum refractive index. Now we learned that the refractive index of medium 2 with respect to medium 1, N21, is written as N2 by N1. Since the refractive index is inversely proportional to the velocity of the light in that medium, we can also write it as N2 by N1 is equal to V1 by V2. This shows that the refractive index is inversely proportional to the velocity of the light in that medium. When N2 increases, V1 increases and V2 decreases. V2 means velocity of light in medium 2. And when N2 increases, V2 decreases. N1 increases, V1 decreases. This is why we say they are inversely proportional. Now let us derive an equation that connects the refractive index of a medium and the speed of light in that medium. So we learned that absolute refractive index. What is that? Refractive index of the medium. Let it be the refractive index of the medium with respect to vacuum is known as absolute refractive index, or simply we can call it as refractive index of that medium. Simply refractive index of a medium, let it be N. What is Nm by Nv? Refractive index of that medium divided by refractive index of vacuum, that is absolute refractive index. Here the refractive index of vacuum is 1, so we need not take that into consideration, that is Nm. Nm only we are taking as M. So Nm by Nv, which will be equal to velocity in vacuum divided by velocity in that medium. Am I right? So velocity of light in vacuum, what is the velocity speed of light in vacuum? 3 into 10 raised to 8. Let me denote that as C. Where C is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. And the velocity of light in that medium, let me remove the suffix and write simply V. N equal to C by V. This is a very important equation. N is equal to C by V. The refractive index of a medium is equal to the speed of light in vacuum or air divided by the speed of light in that very medium. So here they are inversely proportional. This is an important relation connecting N, C and V. So now let us take some examples. For example, let us take glass water pair. This is a pair of media, glass and water. And suppose a ray of light is entering from glass to water or from water to glass. Let anything be the situation. For the glass water pair, how can we write? The refractive index of glass with respect to water, how can we write? The refractive index of glass with respect to water is equal to n glass divided by n water, which is equal to V water divided by V glass. This is the relation that is connecting these three things. Now let us connect the refractive index of glass with the velocity of light in glass. So the refractive index of glass with respect to air or vacuum, with respect to air, is given by Ng. With respect to air means simply we can write it as Ng. The refractive index is equal to C by Vg. This is the relation because the refractive index is inversely proportional to velocity of light. Now the second medium is water. The refractive index of water with respect to air, it is given by what? Nw is equal to C by Vw. Now let this be equation number 1 and let this be equation number 2. On doing, equation number 1 divided by equation number 2 gives Mg divided by Nw is equal to C by Vg into Vw by C. Therefore, Ng by Nw is equal to Vw by Vg. We have arrived at the same equation. And what is this equal to? This is equal to Ngw, refractive index of glass with respect to water. Or we can write refractive index of glass with respect to air divided by refractive index of water with respect to air is equal to refractive index of glass with respect to water. This way we can write the equation. Now let us do some numericals related to this. See the first question here. Light enters from air to diamond with a refractive index 2.42. The refractive index of diamond is 2.42. What is the speed of light in diamond? We are asked to find the speed of light in diamond. Given speed of light in air is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. What is given to us? The speed of light in air. C is given as 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Light enters from air to diamond with refractive index 2.42. That is, refractive index of diamond is equal to 2.42. Or we can say refractive index of diamond with respect to air is 2.42. Both are same. What is the speed of light in diamond? What is the relation that is connecting speed of light in diamond in a medium, speed of light in air and refractive index of the medium? Just now we have discussed refractive index of medium, here it is diamond, is equal to speed of light in air divided by speed of light in diamond. This is the equation. Refractive index of diamond, that is N diamond, is equal to refractive index of light in air C divided by speed of light in diamond. That we have to find out what is the speed of light in diamond, Vd. So we can write it as Vd is equal to C by Nd. What is C? 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Divided by Nd, refractive index of diamond 2.42. 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 2.42. When doing, we will get it as 1.24 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This will be the speed of light in diamond. 1.24 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Now see the second question. The refractive index of diamond is 2.42. What is the meaning of this statement? What do you mean by the refractive index of diamond is 2.42? What is the meaning of that? It is given that the refractive index of diamond is 2.42. That means the refractive index of diamond with respect to air is 2.42. So how can we write refractive index of diamond with respect to air? Which is equal to C by Vd, isn't it? Velocity of light in air divided by velocity of light in diamond. So we can write VD equal to C divided by NDA, isn't it? Which is equal to, what is NDA? 2.42. 1 by 2.42 into C we can write. VD equal to 1 by 2.42 into C means what? The velocity of light in diamond will be 1 by 2.42 times the velocity of the light in air or vacuum. This is what we can interpret from this statement. The refractive index of diamond is 2.42 means the velocity of light in diamond will be 1 by 2.42 times the velocity of light in air or vacuum. This is our answer. So now see the question number 3. A simple question. You are given kerosene, turpentine and water. In which of these does light travel the fastest? So the refractive index of these three media are also given in the question. Need not go for by hearting the values given in the textbook. If such a question is being asked in the examination, these values will be provided along with the question. So here see, the refractive index of kerosene is given as 1.44. Refractive index of turpentine is given as 1.47. And the refractive index of water is equal to 1.33. So in which of these three does light travel the fastest? So we know that the refractive index is inversely proportional to the speed of light in that media. So which among these is the lowest refractive index? Of course, the refractive index of water, 1.33 is the lowest. Therefore, light travels the fastest in water. Water will be our answer. The reason should also be provided along with your answer. Because refractive index is inversely proportional to the speed of light. The refractive index of water is the lowest. Hence, the speed of light is maximum in water. So let us move on to the next question. So this is another simple one mark question. See, from the figure, explain the nature of the medium with respect to the movement of the light ray. A light ray is propagating from medium A to medium B. This is the normal. See, let us first see what is the angle of incidence and angle of refraction. Here angle of refraction is less than angle of incidence. That means what? As the light is propagating from medium A to medium B, the ray of light is bending towards the normal. Bending towards the normal means what? This will be a denser medium compared to this medium. Therefore, what can you explain the nature of the medium? Medium B will be denser than medium A. This constitutes the complete answer. Medium B will be denser than medium A. This is a simple question, but there is a high probability that many of you may make mistake in this question. So see this. What is the refractive index of medium B relative to medium A? From the figure we have to find out. So see, a ray of light is propagating from medium A to medium B. So here what has happened? The ray of light has bent towards the normal. So medium B is obviously denser than medium A. So how can we find the refractive index of medium B relative to medium A? I have told the refractive index of medium B relative or with respect to medium A is equal to what? It is equal to what? This is the medium. So relative refractive index of this medium is to be found out. Therefore, sine of which angle should come in the numerator? Sine of this angle. The angle of incidence should come in the numerator. So here, what is actually the angle of incidence? Is it 30 degree as given here? No. We may think that the angle is 30 degree. Angle of incidence is not 30 degree. Actually, this is the normal. Am I right? So, the angle between the incident ray and the normal is the angle of incidence. So, this angle will be the angle of incidence. What is this angle? This is perpendicular 90 degree minus 30 degree. Therefore, this will be 60 degree. 60 degree will be the angle of incidence. And what is the angle of refraction? Angle of refraction is this angle itself. Angle between the normal and the refracted ray. Angle of refraction equal to 45 degree. So NBA means what? Sine 60 degree divided by sine 45 degree. Sine I divided by sine R. What is sine 60 degree? What are the sine values? Sine 0 equal to 0. Then sine 30 degree equal to 1 by 2. Sin 45 degree equal to 1 by root 2. Sin 60 degree equal to root 3 by 2. And sin 90 degree equal to 1. So take the values. Sin 60 degree root 3 by 2. Divide by sin 45 degrees 1 by root 2. Which is equal to root 3 by 2 into root 2 by 1. So root 2 and 2. You can answer root 3 by root 2. Therefore refractive index will be root of 3 by 2. This will be the refractive index of medium B with respect to medium A. So do not confuse whether angle of incidence is 30 degree, and since this is the medium, sine of this angle should come in the numerator. These points should be remembered by you. So let us see the next question. See the question number 6 asked by CBSE in the year 2015. The absolute refractive indices of glass and water are 4 by 3 and 3 by 2 respectively. If the speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, calculate the speed of light in vacuum and next one water. So absolute refractive indices of glass and water are given as 4 by 3 and 3 by 2 respectively. That means the absolute refractive index of glass is 4 by 3 and the absolute refractive index of water is 3 by 2. If the speed of light in glass is 2 into 10 raised to 8, the speed of light in glass, V glass is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. Calculate the speed of light in vacuum. So we may think that we already know that the speed of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. But when a question is asked in this form, we are not supposed to write our answer directly as 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. The answer will be approximately equal to that, but there may be variation because the question may have changed numerical values. Actually, see, notice this question here. Though it is asked by CBSE, here the refractive index of glass is given as 4 by 3. Actually, the refractive index of water is 4 by 3. So they can change the values and give in order to confuse us. So we should not directly write that the speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to 8. Let us calculate and see. So what are the information? Ng and Vg are given. So can't we find out C, speed of light in vacuum or air? What is equation? N is equal to C by V. So that means what? C is equal to N into V. What is N? 4 by 3. Into what is V? 2 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. On doing this, we get 8 by 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second, which is equal to 2.67 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This should be our answer about the speed of light in vacuum. See, this is not 3 into 10 raised to 8 because they have changed the value in the question. So we have to do and find out the answer. Now the next question, what is the speed of light in water they are asking. Here which equation can we take? Speed of light in water. NW is equal to C by VW. Therefore, VW can be equal to C by NW. Speed of light in water is equal to, here also C value, usually we will be taking it as 3 into 10 raised to 8. But in the question, it is already asked to find the speed of light in vacuum. Hence, this value we are supposed to take when doing the next part of the same question. So, what is that C value? 2.67 into 10 raised to 8. So, this part we can take because we may be able to cancel sometimes. See, VW equal to C by NW. What is C? 8 by 3 into 10 raised to 8. Divided by NW. What is NW? 3 by 2. 3 by 2. So here we are not able to cancel. So sorry for that. 8 into 2, 16 by 9 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. What is 16 by 9? 1.78 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This will be the speed of light in vacuum according to the question. So this constitutes the core answer. 3 marks. So let us see the next one. So see the question now asked for 2 marks, but it's very direct. This 1 mark answer is enough. A ray of light strike a glass slab at angle of incidence equal to 30 degree. Find the refractive index of glass such that angle of refraction equal to 19.5 degree. The sign of two angles are also given in the question. So very direct question, refractive index of glass. How can we find refractive index of glass is equal to sin I divided by sin R. What is sin I? Angle of incidence 30 degree, sin 30 degree divided by sin R, sin 19.5 degree. Sin 30 degree is 1 by 2 divided by sin 19.5 degree, which is equal to 3 by 2. Refractive index of glass is 3 by 2. You will get 2 marks for this. For writing the equation and for writing the answer, 1 mark each. So next question. The last question of this module. It's asked by CBSE in the year 2016. It's a 5-mark question. Let us discuss it part by part. First part comprises of 2 marks. See the question. Differentiate between reflection and refraction. So while attempting the answer booklet has to be divided into 2 parts. One side of which you will write about reflection and the other side refraction, contrasting characters. So first difference, let us define reflection and refraction on both sides. Reflection means what? The bouncing back of light to the same medium on striking a smooth surface. So write that over here. Bouncing back of light to the same medium on striking a smooth surface is known as reflection of light. What about refraction? Refraction means the change in the path of light ray as it travels from one medium to another medium. That is refraction. So we have defined, and in this way contrasting trait we have expressed. And in the next, let us take another difference. 2 differences has to be written to get 2 marks. So reflection. What is the second law of reflection? The second law of reflection and refraction are quite different. So they are about the same thing, that is angle of incidence and angle of refraction. So that can be a contrasting feature. In the case of reflection, the angle of incidence will be always equal to the angle of reflection. But in the case of refraction, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction will be equal to a constant known as refractive index. This is the second difference. So this can give you 2 marks if the 2 contrasting features are written in your answer booklet. So let us see the second part of the same question. So we have the remaining part of the question on the board. This is a 2-mark question and this is a 1-mark question. A ray of light is incident on the interface separating diamond and water. NGA, that is the refractive index of diamond, is equal to 2.42 and NWA, refractive index of water, is equal to 1.33. Complete the diagram showing the refracted ray and mark the angle of incidence and angle of refraction. So we are asked to complete the diagram showing the refracted ray. So in order to show the refracted ray, it is necessary that the normal has to be drawn. So let us draw the normal. Let it be N dash. Now the ray of light is striking the point of incidence. So here the refractive index of diamond is more as compared to the refractive index of water. So it is a optically denser medium and this is the optically rarer medium. We have to identify which is the denser medium and which is the rarer medium. Now as the ray of light is propagating from a denser medium to a rarer medium, it bends away from the normal. So this is our refracted ray. We have completed the refracted ray. Now mark angle of incidence and angle of refraction. So the complete answer we have completed. This will give us 2 marks for marking the refracted ray and angle of incidence and angle of refraction. Now calculate the speed of light in vacuum. How can we calculate? The speed of light in vacuum equal to C by N. What is C? 3 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second divided by N. What is N? 1.33. 3 into 10 raised to 8 divided by 1.33 is equal to 2.26 into 10 raised to 8 meter per second. This is the speed of light in vacuum. 1 mark. So 2 plus 2 plus 1 equal to 5 marks for the question. So this is how you have to attempt the question in your answer booklet. So here I am concluding this module, that is the 7th part. So the 8th part we shall be moving on to the refraction of light at a spherical surface. We will be discussing about concave and convex lens, its image formation, and then we will move on to lens formula and magnification, and related numericals will be discussed from the upcoming videos. So please do subscribe our channel and click the bell icon next to it. Also, please click the like button if you liked this video. Thank you.